have a zeal for Toastmasters. As Greg said, I'm a retiree of Michigan Department of Transportation. Early in my career here at MDOT, Human Resources embarked on a employee development program called Grid Management. That training required off-site training. At this particular conference, we met in a general session at the beginning of the training, and then we broke out into individual sessions. At the end of the training, we came back together in one big group. Yours truly was selected to represent the group. I walked on stage, took the microphone. I started moving my lips, just talk. But nothing was coming out. The audience laughed, so did I. Another instance is working with Jermaine Kowach. I noticed how she improved over the years. At first, she was nervous talking in front of people at staff meetings, but month after month, she kept improving. I approached her and said, "Jermaine, may I ask you a question?" She said, "Sure. I notice you're improving your communication skills. Do you mind sharing with me what you're doing?" "Sure, Mary, I'm glad you asked that question. I belong to a group called Toastmasters International. Why don't you join us sometime? We meet here in the building every Thursday from 12 to 1. Public relations is very important. It's very important not only in big companies and organizations, it's also important individually. It's important in your daily communications with your coworkers, with your families, with anybody you come in contact with, because you might come in contact with a potential employer. Jitters. I'm going to talk about jitters, what it is, how do we get it, how do we overcome it, and about Toastmasters. What do you think jitters are? Yes. Sangeeta.
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 I think jitters are like too many thought processes going on in your head at the same time. You want to say like 10 different things at one time.
Exactly.
But then you're not feeling confident whether which one has to come first. So.
Thank you. Exactly. It's uneasiness. It is actually a feeling of fear, of anxiousness, uncertainty, feeling that your audience is not going to connect with you or believe what you're saying, you're not convincible. Jitters. How do we get jitters? We get them, just like you said, from a lot of self-talk, negative self-talk, either self-imposed or from listening to them from others. Go ahead.
My son had jitters when he first went to school because he was not sure what is going to come, how he is going to meet the other kids and teachers. So I can say that's the area where he had jitters. I might be wrong, but I think that's the way we are used to using that word jitters.
Exactly. Thank you. So how are we going to overcome those jitters? You're going to overcome them by actually doing. You're going to actually confront those things that are giving you jitters, that are holding you back. Before you make a speech, Ed Tate, our 2005 world champion of public speaking, at a conference in Grand Rapids a few years ago said, when you get up to speak before an audience, first you want to clear your mind. So you're going to clear your mind of all that negative self-talk. And then you're going to fill your mind with positive stuff. you're going to say to yourself, I'm the expert on the subject for the next 5 to 7 minutes, or the next 10 to 15 minutes, 20 to 30, whatever time you have, you are the expert. You're going to know your audience. You want to know who your audience are, if they're businessmen, businesswomen, high school students, whatever. If you know your audience, then you know how to prepare your speech. If you are given a speech in advance, you want to familiarize yourself with the speech, get comfortable with the speech. Practice, practice, practice. Then you're going to be better at giving your presentation, and you're not going to have those nervous jitters. Other things you can do is take part in different groups and organizations and just jump in and give speeches. Toastmasters, for instance, is excellent. You want to give speeches at the club level, following the directions in the book, because lots of times we don't, but it's much easier if you construct your speeches like the books say. And also participate in your club speech contest, and you're building confidence because you're getting feedback from your peers, and this feedback helps you grow. Also, after the club level, there's the area level, which is larger, the division level, which is larger still, and then you have the district level, which is an even larger group. The world champions of public speakers have gone through all of these steps, and we often invite them back to present at our conferences, and they tell us how they got where they are. So you want to know your audience, you want to practice in front of your club officers, and also in meetings, in your meetings at work. And you want to jump out there and just take chances and look into this great group that I mentioned called Toastmasters International. I have some handouts that I'm going to pass around for you to review. Thank you. Thank you, Rick.
Great speech topic for all the guests and for some of us who've been here a while and forget. That's why Toastmasters has helped me too. There's an evaluation sheet. If you'd like to fill it out as a guest, you can. Just your opinions of what you thought Mary did well or what you can work on. You don't have to fill it out, but if you'd like to, I'm sure she'd appreciate some feedback. Letty, could you turn the camera off, please? Thank you. So when you give speeches in a meeting, you have the option of having them recorded or not. If you don't want them recorded, you